Hey, what's up guys? Scavenger Reviews here. Today we are filming in my kitchen because it is bright as shit in my living room because I don't have very good curtains. I have just like real thin ones that are white. So yeah, they don't cover very much. I mean, they do cover very much. But anyways, it was either film a video in my kitchen or film a video in heaven. And it is hot today. Oh boy, it is summertime and you know it. So if y'all don't mind, I'm gonna crack open a cold one. And today, we're talking about Tremors 5 Bloodlines. I do not like this one. Let me get into that. Let me explain myself. So, this is the first of the modern series, by the way. SpaghettiOs with chicken meatballs. And it's definitely... See, I won't say it's the weakest, because out of the three modern ones, Bloodlines, Cold Day in Hell, and Shrieker Island, excuse me, I do actually remember this one. For instance, I remembered lines, I remembered scenes. I even remembered like a quote of like, you know how like you've got the African like bush pilot guy, he's like, I tell you what, Boot, I tell you a story about as soon as the sun comes up in Africa, you better be running, you know? It's just, I don't know. Honestly, the thing that really bugs me, you know how you can have like a good, gosh, you know how you can have like a good movie, but there's like just one bad scene in it, or like, in this case, a decent, okay-ish movie, but there's one bad scene in it. I really hate the scene where Boat loses his mind. Hold on. In the cage, in the heat. Like, I get that, you know, you're not exactly going to act, you know, the most normal and stuff, but I do not like it, man. It's just cringy. It's like awkward to watch. You know, if I was showing, you know, if like, you know, with some things, especially like video games get it the worst, you know, but movies too, you know, but like you show someone the most recent or modern contemporary example, and then you go back to show them the old ones, you know, because the old ones have like a higher bar of like, you gotta like it to like it, you know, especially, like I said, old video games, you know, like for instance, I've talked to my mom about like the Devil May Cry series forever now, you know, because she plays video games, and because I have a cool mom. Shout out to my moms. Anyways, though, and like the most modern one she played though first was 5, and there ain't nothing wrong with that, especially because going back to one is like so difficult to get into, you know, and that's lesser here for movies and significantly lesser here for Tremors in particular, because Tremors is amazing, and I'm sure a lot of people would say that the first one is actually the best one. Debatable, which I do love it. All these movies, you know, the first 4 anyways, really meant a lot to me growing up. But it's not serviceable, you know, it's not. Hang on now. Yeah. It's my kitty. See, hey. Anyways, it's not like completely throw it out. There are some good things in this movie. I do like it. As I mentioned in one of my other videos about these, I'm not crazy about the new designs of the graboids. I get that, you know, They wanted something new. They wanted to distinguish, hey, these are our new graboids. This new like series of movies, graboids and stuff like that. But it looks like it's trying too hard. Like it went from a monster that, like I said in other videos, I could believe existed. There's no way this thing's a real animal anymore. Like there's no hint of believability. Mwah, he's so pretty. Anyways, there's no hint of believability. It is so damn hot. I can't hold you. There's like too much heat on my chest. I'm sorry. See you later. Anyways, though, you're not convincing me those creatures existed. And they give the excuse of, what? What? You have food, you have water. What? You just see me in like a weird place. Oh, it's because of can. She thinks it's cat food. No, it's not cat food. Okay, duh. Anyways, oh my god, shut up. Anyways, they give the excuse of like, oh, these are the African variant of graboid, and the African variant of ass blasters and stuff like that. And it's like, we have animals over here in America that are also in Africa. Like, you don't look at what animals? Shit. Well, I don't know if we actually have many overlaps of animals, but like, I'm just saying, like, you look at an armadillo, like an American armadillo, right? And then you go over to Asia, and all of a sudden that armadillo isn't a fucking dragon. No, it's just a pangolin, It's a completely different animal, but it's not cat food. I swear, I promise, it's not. It's human food. She's like, I don't know if you can hear her. I hope you can hear her. She is literally at my feet just looking at me like, motherfucker, feed me that. I know you have it. You know what? Hold on. Okay, so never mind. I thought, I was thinking about giving her some, but then I thought like, is this good for her? Should she be eating, like, SpaghettiO rings? I don't know, man. Anyways. Oh my god, celebrity guest appearance of my cat here. Anyways, I'm gonna hold her so she stops yapping. What was I saying? Oh yeah, it's not like an American armadillo and an Asian armadillo are still armadillos, it's not like one's, from Game of Thrones, they're not dragons. I don't like the creature design, and the new ass blasters, like, kind of cool, I'll admit. I do like the body shape, like, I like how it has, like, the body, like, as it goes this way, it thins out and then goes into a bulb. I kind of like that, because I can see, like, okay, the bulb is where all of the, like, chemicals are housed and stuff like that. That's an interesting, cool design, I could see that. But the having, like, a million finger-little tendrils on its face, mandibles or whatever, and, like, it looking like a demon, like, it's just too much. And I do like some things. Like I said, it's not... I'm glad it exists. I'm not saying, like, throw out the movie. I'm just saying it's not a very good one either. They do... Oh. And kind of lore breaking. Continuity breaking or whatever. In the third movie, when Bert gets swallowed by a graboid, you get, like, the whole scene of him being swallowed and getting pulled out and all that. And then in this movie, Bloodlines, the fifth movie, you've got, forget his name, man. I forget his name, but the pilot guy. He's actually really cool. I really like him as a character. And I wish he would have become, like, one of the more regular characters. But he also gets swallowed by a graboid and then gets spat back out. And Bert kind of laughs and is like, "Oh, been there, brother," And like, in the third movie, maybe he feels different about it, time has passed. But in the third movie, he specifically is like very embarrassed and ashamed that that happened to him, and he's like, I would prefer not, I would prefer anyone to not know about this, you know, and it just, again, maybe, times passed and he's like, he feels slightly different about it. That's possible, but it just felt like very, we, as filmmaker, like, hey, we reference this thing, look at this new thing that we call back to the old thing, and have him laugh. It just, I don't know. I didn't really like it. Von Vick is like the most obvious bad guy villain, but I was fine with it, Oh my god. So I have no problem ogling over her because the movie does. The fucking lady that they got to play, like the veterinarian, I don't remember anybody's character names except for Bert. Like as these movies go on, like I brought up in the first movie, like I remember all these characters, but as these movies go on, I'm remembering less and less of these characters. Like I do not remember A Cold Day in Hell at all. So that'll practically, like, I remember it, but I don't remember a single character. I remember there's something about, like, oh god, there's like, he needs to capture one alive because he has, like, graboid cancer from getting swallowed in the third movie. Or something like that, I don't know. Anyway, so, it's got a pretty cool ending. Bert's got a son now, how have I even not referenced that? Except the movie barely does, because, like, well, the movie series, like, the series barely does, because I don't think he shows up in the 6th or 7th movie. So, like, what the fuck, he just has a son and then he fucks off? I don't know. Maybe they couldn't get the actor back or something. Or, like I said, I really don't remember the 6th movie. Shut up! It's not cat food. It is human food. I swear to you guys, I feed her. She is a loved animal. I wish she was like slightly further back so you could see her. But she is a loved animal. I do feed her. But yeah. It's just, it ain't it for me, man. And don't worry. The rest of this series, like, if you're watching this and you're thinking, like, man, this guy's just being a downer and he's running out of things to say. Well, I said, I don't remember 6 at all. It does have the super unique, environment. And then 7, I actually really like 7. Like, I say 7 stands alongside the original 3, As, like, a worthy, successor. I really liked that movie. But we'll get to that when we get to it. And it is hot as all hell in my house because I don't have a AC unit. Because I'm poor, by the way. If you want to subscribe and like and, donate to my Patreon, which I don't actually have a Patreon. I gotta set all the YouTuber shit like that up, man. Patreons, tiers, subscribe goals, all that shit, But, I don't know, I'll get to that when I get to it. I've been scavenging reviews. This has been my look at Tremors 5 Bloodlines. Not a horrible movie, but really got some rough moments in it. And definitely not one I'm itching to watch again, Anyways, like, comment, subscribe, do all the random YouTuber stuff that you're supposed to do, And, hold on, I'll sign her out since she's still sitting right here. We have been Scavenger Reviews. and we'll catch you on the next one. Alright, peace out. Bye.